Yes. No, not now. You can go and do that and come back. Hello, how are you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to be able to spend some time with you this afternoon. I be thinking all the stuff that's going on, all the negative things that's happening. We need to know about some positive things and people that's making a difference. I saw this study that said that minority kids are going to be left behind. But I say that's not going to happen if it's up to Orrin Hudson. He's a young man who has for years been teaching young people how to play chess, how to become strategic thinkers, how to become an asset to our society rather than a liability. His work has reduced the recidivism rate. His work has helped young people to get a vision of themselves in the future. And I'm so honored to be able to interview him. Orrin Hudson, how are you?
Oh, best day of my life. I get to hang out with the great Les Brown. I'm living my dream.
Now, you got a lot of good stuff going. I want to know, how did you get into teaching young people to play chess? And why did you feel that that was important for them?
Well, the turning point, Les Brown, is when 7 people were shot in a robbery for $2,000. And I said to myself, bad things continue to happen when concerned people fail to make boss moves. I made a boss move and started Be Someone to teach young people brains before bullets. Think it out, don't shoot it out.
Brains before bullets. And what's that? What came because your voice became
Think it out, don't shoot it out.
Think it out, don't shoot it out. And so you've been teaching young people how to play chess for how long now?
Over 20 years, 2 decades.
And you now have a young kid who's been beating all the adults that sat across from them. Tell us about that young man.
This last Saturday we had a chess tournament.
Yeah.
And he took on all comers and went undefeated. And he walked away with first prize and all the money. And that was kind of funny, though, that an 8-year-old getting all the money over the adults. I'm like, what is up with that?
8 years
he walked
old?
away with all the money.
8 years old.
8 years old, first place. He went undefeated. And his daddy told me he played chess every night before he go to bed. I was like, okay. That just go to show you how all moves are valid. It didn't matter who you are, it didn't matter where you come from. If you make a good move, you'll get a good result. What I teach young people is that I believe in good moves and I believe in good voices. And I just thank God for your voice for helping me make good moves in life. So I honor the Les Brown voice. That's why I say God gave me Les Brown.
Oh, all right. Thank you very kindly. All right. I think Mamie Brown have a problem with that. If people listening now, because are you teaching people, young kids virtually how to play chess?
Yes, sir. I'm teaching them virtually. I have a virtual chess board. And I'm teaching senior citizens. We got to think about the senior citizens as well. So I try to help the parents, the children, and the senior citizens. So I got a combination of a lot of things going on. There's a movie out on Netflix. It's the #1 movie on Netflix. It's called The Queen's Gambit. And you got to check it out, Les Brown, because it's about a girl who's an orphanage. She's 9 years old. She's a female. She's beating the brakes off of everybody, including the world champion.
Wow. Okay. Now, if people like to get in touch with you, teenagers, kids at all ages, and adults who are interested in learning how to play chess, how do they reach out to you?
BeSomeone.org. BeSomeone.org. And I came up with the name Be Someone, Les, because Abraham Lincoln, his mother, her last words on the planet of Abraham was Be Someone. And even though Abraham had failed many times running for public office, he took those 2 words, Be Someone, all the way to the White House. My assignment in life is to empower our young people to be someone. Get your head up, get your pants up, get your grades up, and the big one, never give up.
Love that. Now you have some events coming up, and because your microphone's a little distorted, I want you to take your time and talk about the events that you have coming up that you like for people to support and attend.
Well, I have an event coming up tomorrow where I'm teaching senior citizens, and then later on that day, I'm having my own, the Orrin Hudson show. It'll be by my debut, his first show, Orrin Hudson show.
Where's that going to be?
It's going to be on YouTube. I have my own show on YouTube, and that's tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And then
Okay. Will it be called the Orrin Hudson Show?
the Orrin Hudson Show.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Les Brown. I'm learning from you. I mean, you had the Les Brown Show, and they bought you suits and the highest rated talk show on the planet. So I'm learning from the best.
All right. Now, so you have that, but you have another event too on Friday.
Yeah, I have a how to make 2021 your best year ever. That's at 5:30 Eastern on Friday, and besomeone.org. You can get more information from that on that as well.
Man, what drives you, Orrin?
You know, just learning from the best. I learn from you, Les. I learn from the best.
Yeah, but
You
you've
have
been
to.
working with these kids for a very long time. It has not been easy. You don't have sufficient funding for the things that you want to do. You have a big vision for these young people. How can people contribute to the work that you're doing with young people, those that are listening? Because I think that there are people who know that our young kids are in a lot of trouble right now just with the home training and that the educational system is failing at. Our kids are being left behind. They're admitting that. But you're teaching them how to concentrate, how to focus, how to be disciplined, how to think, how to be selective of their relationships, how to dress like a prospect rather than a suspect. These are things that our children need. And so there are people listening right now that would like to support you, that just really are not familiar with the work that you do. How can they do that?
Thank you, Les. Besomeone.org. We are playing the game with our pieces, and we need your help. We need all hands on deck. We all live in the same house. And I want to teach young people that all moves are valid, all dreams are valid. The reason the 8-year-old kid was able to beat the adults is because he realized that nature is neutral. If you make the right move, you get the right result. The board and life plays no favorites. Just make that move.
You said nature is neutral. What do you mean by that?
That the board plays no favorites. That all dreams, all moves are valid. If you 8-year-old and you make that move, you get the same results if you're me making that move. And he's learning from me. I play what if games with him. Hey, if he do this, do this. If he do this, do this. And he said, Coach, he fell right into our preparation. And I walked away with all the money. And so that's what I do. That success leaves clues. If you do what successful people do, you get the same results. Nature is neutral.
That's profound. His name is Orrin Hudson. He is an icon when it comes to developing young people, helping them to develop a vision of themselves in the future, helping them to avoid toxic, negative, self-sabotaging behavior, and how to make good moves in life and develop their greatness. And he's been doing it for a long time. He deserves our support. Well, you have my support. I got a good gift coming your way, my brother.
Well, you know, I think, I mean, I remember meeting you 20 years ago when we played chess, and I must say, tell the audience, you got a mean chess game. I mean, I don't know if you have a copy of that picture, but hey, you took me down to the wire.
Yeah, oh yeah, I used to play quite a lot then.
How did you get introduced to chess?
Some friends of mine, when I was in radio in Columbus, Ohio, I had a place on Main Street, and people used to come over to play me, and I would whoop them all.
So you can relate to chess and what I'm trying to do.
Yes, without question, yes. There's two games that I mastered when I was doing it. It was chess and bid whist. Most people don't know about bid whist. Bid whist used to be called id whist, if you check out the history, but because my last name is Brown and I run so many Bostons, they call it bid whist.
I appreciate
it. Okay, thank you so much, Orrin Hudson. Thank you for who you are and the greatness that you're developing in our young people. I love you and appreciate you. Stay safe. Be good, my brother. Take care. All right. Bye for now. Boy, he is quite a young man. He is dedicated to helping our young people to develop their greatness. And it is And so I want to share with you something that I've been reflecting on what's next. I want to take you back. My goal now is to train, and I want you to listen closely. Those of you that have a passion to work with young people, like I do, like Oren does, I'm going to teach you how to speak to young people, how to train them. And this training that I developed, and the Greatness Center, I had a Greatness Center, and sometimes you have a goal and a dream. It grew so fast, the fear of success said, you can't do this. So I ran. I trained kids at the Mayor's Youth Leadership and the Marion Barry in Washington, D.C., over 3,000 young people. I think it was about 3,000 to 5,000, and in Liberty City. And so what I'd like to do, butter, I'd like to show you some of the work that we have done in the past, and so you can get an idea of what this looks like, but I think it has left the screen. Let me put my glasses on. I don't know how does everything disappear after butter leaves me in here by myself? So I want you to think about the articles that are coming out now. They said that our children are not okay, but they also having article after article that the negative impact of the coronavirus will have long-term impact on African American kids, long-term. And so when you think about that, I don't think that we should just sit back and listen to that kind of report. I think that we should talk and create something that can hype that can hack that can intervene in that. And so I'm going to, oh boy, I'm trying to learn this here. Hey, butter, I don't know. I was pulling, it looked so simple when they gave me my instructions, but for some reason, it's not working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this broadcast and start it again. Don't go anywhere, stay right there. Okay. All right, I got that back. So I'll be right back.